Welcome to Study Loop.
For our question, we are told that we hear a snake rattle and we make two different displacement magnitudes, which I call V1 and V2. So the magnitude of vector V1 is 1.8 meters, and the magnitude of vector V2 is 2.4 meters. In sketches, it says to show how your two displacements might add up to the different results of A, 4.2 meters, B, 0.6 meters, and C, 3.0 meters. So for part A, it wants us to show how it might add up to 4.2 meters. Well, you might notice that 1.8 plus 2.4 is 4.2 meters. Therefore, we're just directly adding them. So this would be vector V1. Then this would be vector V2. So what we have is V1 plus V2. And this comes out to equal 4.2 meters. For B, it wants to show how it might come out to equal 0.6 meters. Well, this happens to be 2.4 minus 1.8. So you might think that it's V2 in this direction, and then V1 in this direction. So what you end up with is V2 minus V1. And this comes out to equal a magnitude of 0.6 meters. We can box that in as our solution for B, as well as that drawing that's next to it is also part of the solution. And then lastly, C, what other way can we think of adding these? There's lots of different ways that we can add it, but the simplest ways are adding them both right onto one another like part A, subtracting from one another like part B, and then how about adding them at right angles? So you could have V1 here, and then you could have V2 in this direction. So then to add those, you would use Pythagorean theorem. So it would be V1 squared plus V2 squared, all under the square root. So if you carry out that operation, you find that it does indeed equal 3 meters. So that's our answer to part C.